Hi there, welcome to RankineADV. I'm your host, Liam Barry. Today we're going to talk about a top case I made for this motorcycle out of a toolbox. Stick around. Now this is a DeWalt Tough System toolbox. I believe it's the 300 size. These are a relatively new product, I think, for DeWalt, but it's pretty similar to the Pelican cases or even the rigid boxes. The rigid ones are actually almost identical. These run about $35, and for the price, they're well worth it, I believe. So what I'm going to do, I have a stock rear rack on here, and I'm not going to change this out. So what I did is I drilled 8 holes and mounted 4 U-bolts to these handles here, and it seems to work just fine. If you do this, make sure you put the nuts on the inside so somebody can't just unscrew it from the bottom. If they really want to get in here badly enough, they're going to get in. They're going to cut it or something, but at least they can't just unscrew it and take the whole box. There's one other thing I have to do before I mount this box, and that is drill a hole in it for this wire. This is a charging cable. This is a 12-volt socket here, and I'm going to wire it through the box, and so I can charge things inside this top case. I've got to undo all the wiring because this is not going to go through the hole, but the little tiny plug on the other end will. Alright, so I decided to make the hole in one of these little feet. I'm going to get some moldable glue, and once the wire's in there, I'm just going to pack this foot with glue and hope for the best. That'll work. And there we are. Now I'll reroute the wires and replace all my zip ties, and then we'll get back to where that left off. I'm going to leave this part loose up here for a while until I secure the box down. That way I'll know how much slack I'll need. Well, we can chalk this one up to me being obsessive compulsive, but what I did was I didn't want to scratch the rack or the paint on these sides here, so I put down more inner tube, of course. I had been using silicone to seal this, and it worked. No water got in as far as I know. But the silicone, for some reason, didn't want to dry, so it kind of caused more problems than it solved in a way. So I'm going to use pieces of inner tube and see how that works out. It's a little hard to see, but I've also got these little strips of rubber under here, underneath the U-bolts on the bottom of the rack, so they don't scratch that side. And there she is. You gotta kind of move it over and buckle it down, but all in all, it's a good top case. I have a lock that comes all the way apart, the hasp and the lock part, so this can go in here since this had 2 holes and can lock up like that. I had to cut the holes out a little bit because they were too wide in there for the lock to go on, but other than that, works fine. So that's that about that. It's been a good serviceable top case for as long as I've had it on the bike. It's large enough to hold quite a bit. I'll probably have my camping gear, sleeping gear set up up here on the trip, and all for real cheap. I think I've got $40, maybe $45 into this thing all told, including the lock. So I'll let you guys know how it does a little further on down the road. I have no issues with longevity so far. I can't see anything that might be a problem in the future. I have one more thing to add right here. There's another guy here on YouTube. His channel's called RankineToTheRescue, and he did a top case rear rack setup that I really liked. It consisted of a aftermarket rack with hardware on it to where the top case could be attached and locked down, but also be removable at the same time. So in case of him wanting to take it off and go into a hotel or something. Anyway, I was hoping to do something like that with this before I attach this one this way. This is going to have to stay here, at least for the trip, but I really like that setup. Anyway, hope you liked the video. I'm probably going to be doing a few more of these how-tos on some of the more homemade aspects of this bike here in the near future, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's all I've got for you this time. Till next week, you guys ride safe.